Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Funko Pop of Star-Lord from Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the Amazon exclusive version where he's unmasked. You can see Peter Quill's little Funko Pop face. Like all Marvel Funko Pops, this is a bobblehead, and his head is leaning a little forward more than I would like. If I had this figure's head kind of just looking up slightly more, that would have been good. When it was in the packaging, his head was in the packaging good, but his body was kind of like hanging out instead of being all the way in where it should be, whereas like the package is supposed to hold it. This is a problem that you see with a lot of bobbleheads that you don't see as much with vinyl figures. Even when vinyl figures are kind of mispackaged, at least there's no spring inside their head to be warped while it's being held that whole time. So, again, I just wish Funko would just stop with the bobbleheads. I don't know how DC lucked out with non-bobbleheads, but Marvel's always got bobbleheads. Now let's take a closer look at the outfit itself, because there are some really good details in here that are worth checking out. First off, I think the sculpting on his quad blasters turned out really good. I like the way his hands are sculpted in there, holding the blaster. I think that's a very effective, cute little Funko Pop sculpt. There's no weird gun paint bleed over. I do think that the green blaster part in the middle is a little sloppy though, but the sculpting on his coat and just these little straps that go for his sling look really good. But the basic sculpting of the coat, it's simple, but it's very effective. I even like the way that they started painting these little silver dots, and they didn't get lost in the brown strap. They actually do read well. And I like this little clip here. Like, the little tiny silver paint could have gone awry on this figure, but they did a really, really good job with it, so kudos to them. But the brown is all painted well. His body's got really good paint. I dig it. Also, his boots look really good. The brown and the silver on the boots. They did a good job with that. This could have gotten sloppy, and it didn't, so right on. Now here's a closer look at his head, and if you follow the hairline, for the most part, the hair's been painted really, really well. I gotta hold this still because bobbleheads are stupid and their heads shake too much. There's a little bleed over right there at the sideburn where it becomes a beard, and yeah, there's this tiny little dot there and like a little dot here. But you know, I'm getting used to the random dots here and there on Funko Pops. Overall, if these are the only two things I'm really dealing with, that's a good paint job as far as I'm concerned. The sculpting of the head overall is really, really good. Considerably different than the one wearing the mask, but I like the fact that they kind of have his hair kind of all messy and askew and sculpted these lumps and sculpted these groove lines. It's a really good sculpt on his hair. It really does look good, and I think they did a great job with the paint. Good lord, for a toy where I can't control what I'm buying because I had to order it on Amazon and you can't pick the paint job, this beard line could have been awful. It could have been had the edges sprayed or smeared. I mean, yeah, it's not 100% perfect, but I've seen so much worse on like Jon Snow and Tony Starks and stuff, so this is great. I'm very happy with how this head turned out. Look how clean those eyes are. I'm really worried about ordering stuff online, but this was a really good result of an online order, and I really dig it. It's a fun exclusive, an exclusive that makes a lot of sense. When they first announced the Funko Pops, the Guardians of the Galaxy, I was really surprised that the Star-Lord one had the mask, because I know you're going to see Chris Pratt's face in it a lot, so this is a really cool exclusive to get. I really dig it, and I think it looks cool. Thanks for watching.